Hello and welcome to episode 29 of the Big Nick Energy Podcast. I am Big Nick Burt. I'm here with the Back9Bri at Back9 Show on Instagram. He's based in Bethlehem, New York. Big Knicks fan, and he's got Big Nick energy. So he wanted to tell us about his first Knicks game. Let's just get it right off the bat.
All right, you want to get into my first Knicks game. First off, before with the intro, I'm like, all right, I was thinking Albany, right? Albany, the capital region. That's where I'm from. But I really went to Bethlehem High School. And I'm trying to be the first like big person from Bethlehem to not be canceled. Actually, we got my man Bobby Trossett, WBAL radio. He does the Ravens post games. But then we got Megan Kelly, and then we got James Charles. So it's about to be Back9Bri taking off in Bethlehem.
All right.
That's
Let's do it. That's
it, baby. All right.
So tell me this. What do you say? Knicks Pistons, right?
Yeah, Knicks Pistons was my first game. Knicks won, I'm pretty sure, like 126 to like 98. It was a great game. Timothy
What year? What year was this?
This was, oh my gosh. All right. I don't know the year exactly.
All right. But if
I was in ninth grade. So I want to say like 2000. Holy shit. I don't even know. 2011, I want to say.
Okay.
2011. And it was Knicks Pistons, Timothy Mozgov's first ever double-double. Timothy Mozgov's first ever double-double.
All right. That's great. History.
Yeah, that was big. So I went with my older brother. He's 9 years older than me, and all of his friends. And we're driving home, and we call into the post game. And over ESPN was it 10? What is it in the city? ESPN 100.
I'm not sure. The radio is 98.7.
98.7. That's probably
it. ESPN. I don't know what it was back then.
So anyways, I call in my little high pitched voice, balls in my chest. And I'm like, oh my God, first ever game at MSG. I go, This is great. I go, Timothy Mozgov's first ever double-double. Howard Stern for life. Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Oh my God.
Howard Stern's penis. And then cut off.
Yeah. Epic. Amazing. What was more inspirational, Mozgov or getting on the air?
I mean, I've been on the air plenty of times, so that's just like a second nature to me. So probably seeing Timothy Mozgov go off because that was pretty rare.
You gotta love it in the moment, man. You gotta love it in the moment. That's why I said that makes me think about, man, everybody's talking about trading the young guys, how we're treating these young guys. You know, the big thing is we're delusional fans, right? We're delusional, like Ron Baker, right? We were just talking about Ron Baker in our Discord server. Guys like that, you know, we just get behind these guys, and at a certain point, it's like I just keep like, so what? Let me enjoy my Timothy Mozgov double-double. Let me enjoy that. Like, why can't I enjoy that as a Knicks fan? So what do you think? You think we're trading everybody? You think we're keeping young guys? Are you excited for some young guys? McBride got the start the other night, the last two games. So, you know, McBride topping, and with Mitchell Robinson coming back out of health and safety, Sims didn't even look bad either. Sims is a big, strong guy, you know? So what do you think? You think we're going for some trades? You think we're going to keep developing these guys?
Well, first off, before I lose my train of thought, Ron Baker.
Okay.
Fun story about him. I had this idiot roommate back in college, and I hit a game winner with Ron Baker. It was dope. That's it. That's my only story about Ron Baker. Besides that, miss him, the guy.
Like, yeah, once a Nick, always a Nick, right? That's what they say.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Love the guy.
Even Denzel Valentine, right?
Denzel Valentine.
Here for a couple hours. Hey, he's one of us now.
Come on now.
Mock him up a jersey. Let's go.
Absolutely. But no, you know, you start talking Knicks trades, Obi Toppin. I know producer Danny was not high on him. Producer Danny's on my show on the Back9, big part of the show. He was always busting on me when we drafted Obi Toppin. But I loved him from the start. Yeah. I did an interview with one of the girls that I used to announce for at my high school, Jenna Giacconi. She played at University of Dayton, good friends with Obi. And so I got a couple Obi questions. So that was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
Hey.
But Obi's my guy. I don't want to touch any of this younger core. Obi, I don't want to touch him. I don't want to touch RJ, obviously. But McBride, when you start talking about McBride, I know Obi had a pretty short leash up until, I mean, obviously, as of recent,
because they has to, like, right. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but now you have, I mean, he's finally breaking out. I think he's going to be a stud, absolute stud.
It's getting there.
In the boards, the corner threes. That's what the man is good for.
And the thing is, even when he's missing, his shot form is good. He's got a nice shot form. So I'll take him missing because he's going to get there.
Yeah, exactly. But holy shit, McBride. I think McBride's got a shorter leash than fucking Toppin. Honestly.
Yeah, but rightfully so. I mean, the difference between Toppin and McBride is going to be McBride has a responsibility of dribbling the ball. And he has the responsibility of being the first guy on defense. And he's not getting pulled on the defensive end, though, which I think is interesting because people like to say Tibbs is real hard-nosed with his guys, and he's going to, expect a lot on defense. And he's not getting pulled for defensive mistakes. He's getting pulled for offensive mistakes so I know you said you missed the last game, but he got pulled within like the first couple minutes. McBride did not because of defense, but because of he just wasn't making the right decisions. No, he wasn't making the right decisions on offense and running the right plays. And that's what you'll notice with Thibodeau. And people say he's not an offensive coach. And I just don't think that's true. I just think he's almost too loyal where he'll run 3 sets for RJ, 3 sets for Fournier, 3 sets for Randall, and then give the point guard like a pick and roll with Mitch or something. But he wants those done in that order. Like when he says he wants those done, that's what there's no, spontaneity, as Clyde says, right? So when he tells McBride, hey, run this play, and McBride doesn't, he's gonna miss out. And honestly, we were really shallow at like the guard position, 2 years ago. And now it's like we almost have too many guards. But I love that because look at Grimes. Like they're making Allen Houston comps with his high release, and rightfully so. I mean, the dude is hitting the shots, and it's just good to see with these young guys. So I'm really glad to hear you say you wanted to keep him, because I think the overall consensus is people want to trade everybody, even Randall.
Well, this is the thing. Randall, I think at first, right? He could. I don't think he's going to be able to handle this workload. It's gonna be Pat Riley working Bernard King until he tore his ACL. I mean,
it's not a good look, right? Like you need to be able to have a full team. You need 5 guys to at least put double digits on the board. Like that's it consistently. I mean, and that was really nice. Like remember last year we would see RJ with a 25-point game and Randall with a 25-point game, and that's the money. That's what we're going for. And we're just not seeing that.
But I know, but like Randall's been hurt recently. I think this workload's been taking a lot, a big toll on him.
And it's a shorter off season, and they got into the playoffs, so it was, he played for more minutes. And look at Ethan Rose, so everybody.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep track of.
Dude, I'm rooting for him. I root for him. Yeah. I think like last year, like it was just electric seeing this big dude out of nowhere, right? Just hitting these step backs. They were just butter too. They were just like it was just so much. Net. Oh yeah, absolutely lighting up the garden.
How about that? You must love the spin to the baseline, going out between 2 defenders. Bro, how does he hit? And he's left-handed too, so he's doing it on the right side even further than.
Well, I'm a lefty myself.
Oh, okay. So you really appreciate that.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Nah, but the floater was my game. I appreciate Steph Curry. That's me.
Emmanuel Quickly, huh?
That's right. Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah,
you kind of sound like Walt there.
Bro, I emulate Walt so much. I love that guy. Spontaneity, the fluidity, spontaneity, like just the way, the essence he brings to the game. It's so fun to watch him, like listen to him talk. Like I can turn the game off and just listen to him talk about it. Like it really, and Mike Breen too. And hey, I'll even say Wally Zerbiak. You've been missing it. I think didn't he?
Wally,
he's been calling a lot of live games. I've been enjoying it.
Right.
People always hate on him.
The one thing I don't like. This is the one thing I don't like. And I got a story about meeting him too for the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
This is pretty cool. But Wally is trying to fill in for our guy, but like he's dressing like him too.
I know, but I like
dressing
that.
like Clyde. I don't like that. Don't steal his thunder.
Don't?
Yeah, don't steal his thunder, man.
It's a respect thing. It's a
Back
respect because he knows he can't. He knows he can't be Clyde. Like he's not wearing anything outlandish. He's just giving a little homage. You know what I mean? So right. I think it's respect. But I don't know. I think I see what you're saying though. You know.
Hold on, I gotta interject. I agree with you, Brian.
Huh. Well, you don't.
I agree with you, Brian. Be yourself, Wally.
Be yourself.
Be yourself, Wally.
Okay. All right.
Be yourself,
hey,
Wally.
He's himself. He's himself all with Rebecca Harlow. Is who he
Yo, Brian, if you had to give us one guess for the possible child's name of the Harlow Zerbiak child, what is it?
Of what? Sorry.
The name of the Wally Zerbiak child and Harlow child.
Oh.
What's the name of the child?
Jack Harlow Zerbiak.
I like it.
Little Jack Harlow Zerbiak.
I like it.
Split name.
Perfect. Split it. Do whatever you want.
Hyphenated.
So okay, tell me about when you first met him though.
Oh, dude, this is a wild story. I went to oh my god, dude, I've been to like some insane like Knicks moment, like things that happen. Like, oh, dude, this one's great. I go to a career fair. I get all my buddies to go, all right, at MSG, you go to their career fair, you talk to a bunch of people trying to get a job right out of college or a couple years out.
Whatever.
And it was, you got a ticket to the Knicks Mavs game that night. Right. So it was Dirk's last game at MSG.
Okay.
And then it was the night that I'm pretty sure they sat KP and Dennis Smith Jr. was saying, and they got traded. So Dennis Smith Jr. stayed in New York and DeAndre Jordan, and they both went to the Knicks that night. So they were like, pack your shit. We're going to fly it from Dallas and you're staying here. So I was there. Right. One of my buddies, his cousin's husband is a chef at Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
And we go there and he's like, so there's a hookup. He goes, hey man, you hit us up kind of late. Can't get you tickets, but I can give you this wristband. You can go before the game and halftime. So we got to the Delta Suites, right? I'm walking around Allen Houston. I'm hammered, right? I go up to Allen Houston. I pump fake him and I step him, dude. He looked at me like I was on like cocaine. Like,
oh my God.
Dude, it was great.
Okay.
But then I walk up to the Jumbo Shrimp line and I see Wally Zerbiak
at the Jumbo Shrimp line.
And I'm bombed. And I go, Alan Hahn, nice to meet you.
Oh no.
And he looks at me and goes, how's it going? Right?
Gets better. No.
Gets better. Gets better. I run into I bump into some kid. I go, oh, I'm sorry about that. And it's the Knicks, the crying kid from the Knicks draft. The little kid, right? Dude. So all of a sudden we take a picture. We take a picture, right?
Oh shoot.
J. Cole's there for Dennis Smith Jr. J. Cole, what's good, bro?
Really?
Brings me in. I go, can I get a picture? He goes, I gotta take one more and go to the court. It was right before half. Takes it with the crying Knicks kid because he knows it's him, and then bounces. But I still got brought in by J. Cole.
Right. Yeah.
I still got Wally Zerbiak's name wrong. I still pump faked Allen Houston. Like all this
man.
Is
that sounds like a classic Knicks fan evening. Like that doesn't even sound abnormal to me. That just sounds like another day in the life of a hardcore Knicks fan, you know?
And then the Knicks lost by 25.
Oh man, but you knew. That's why you were drinking.
Come on now. No, man.
Oh shoot, that's great. That
was
great.
Good one. Yeah.
Alan Hahn, man. It's like, oh.
I was listening to your guys' episode with him too, like before the show. Yeah. And I'm like, God damn, I called Wally Zerbiak Alan Hahn, man.
It happens. They look a little alike, right? It's the head, maybe?
I don't know. Dude.
But Zerbiak's a bit taller than him though, so
yeah, he looked at
and his eyebrows too. You can't mistake his eyebrows.
Yeah, dude. If I got a picture with J. Cole though, I think that was it. I think that
would
was
have been classic.
Yeah.
No, that's cool though. That's a great one. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that was a tough one. But then obviously my Knicks game last year that I went to was the Pelicans. I went to Pelicans Knicks, Zion's first game at MSG. Randy Bullock in the corner to force over. D Rose kicked out to Bullock. Lonzo Ball stepped in on the baseline. They're down by 2 also. They could have up by 3. They could have given up the 2. Lonzo stepped in, Bullock had space and hit the 3. Knicks won by 10 in overtime.
You went to the game this season or no?
No, not yet.
You're planning to?
I want to get there. I don't know which one exactly. I know I'm planning on going in April down to the Capital One Arena to go see my buddy in DC and see Knicks Wizards, second to last game of the season. So when it's prime time.
With all your blue and orange.
This is a phenomenal time to promote our Fuck Trae Young party, which will be March 22nd at Mustang Harry's right next door to Madison Square Garden. And I hope you'll join us.
Are you guys going to the game?
No, it won't be. It'll be in Atlanta.
Oh.
But we're doing a party next door to the Garden.
Like a watch party, right?
Oh, wow.
And a big Fuck Trae Young event.
March 22nd, huh?
That's right, yeah.
Damn.
Mustang Harry's,
all right. That might be the first time we have to drink then, right?
Hey,
Burt, you going to be there?
Sure.
Wow.
Yes, we'll pour one out. It'll be nice.
Holy shit. Why are we pouring one out? We're going to win.
Pour one out.
We're going to go berserk.
For the boys.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if someone died. I usually pour one out when someone dies. Betty White, I poured one out for.
Oh man, Betty. Yeah, we can't. I can't believe she didn't get to 2022, but we're not surprised.
No.
We're not surprised. But man, these Knicks, I don't know how to feel. My pop said he thinks that Anthony Davis is going to come to the Knicks. I don't know where he's getting this info from. I always hear it because these boomer channels, man, you gotta keep all your channels open, not just the young guys.
Right. I kind of want what your pops is on though. That sounds sounds good.
Right.
That sounds good.
A big trade is coming though, man. A big trade is coming. I don't know if the Knicks are involved. I don't know if we're just gonna be taking on money. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather take on money than take on players. And like you said, like I want to keep everybody. Like, hey, Mitchell Robinson is out of protocol. Sims is out of protocol. So we're gonna see. Oh, but we got Indiana, and thank God we got Indiana first because we have Indiana, and then the Nets are playing them, and the Nets are gonna have Kyrie's first game season.
Right,
debut,
I saw that.
and it's gonna be a super spreader event. Look for a lot of people to be getting sick out of that. So we'll see. We'll see. But man, I can't be doing none of this Nets stuff though. None of that. No. Can I tell you a story? So I went to 2 games this year, and the one game I went to section like 223 right in the center, but I was right against the glass, first row, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a kind of big guy. My knees were hitting the glass. So the next game I went to Orlando that next Sunday. So I went to the game opener touching the glass, and the next Sunday I went to the Orlando game where they lost. But I was in the little handicap section right next to the cameras, lots of leg room and everything. And I'm sitting there like, oh, this is nice. Like I can put my legs out. Next to me is like a nice, European couple. They were French or something, I think. And they were ritzed up, they were looking.
You blended right in, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I blended.
They were like, we.
But I went with with the Knicks gear with the Frazier on. So I kind of stand out. But the guy next to me comes late. All right, and I'm like, oh, I thought I was gonna have a little wing room, with a little chicken wing room. But the guy comes late and he's sitting there. He's like, "You're never gonna believe this. I've been watching basketball all day." And I'm like, all right, like I'm watching basketball currently too, but all right, go off, And he goes, yeah, look at, and he like opens his bag, like he's like showing like some contraband, and it's full of Nets gear. And it's full of freaking Nets gear, bro. Like fitted hat, jacket, jersey, everything. And he's like, I just came from Barclays, man. I was phenomenal. And I'm sitting there just like, bro, please don't talk to me. Like,
that's tough.
What? So I'm sitting here, I'm like, I got some like, and bless the French people. Like, honestly, like they were chill, but they're not talking sports. Like, I'm not where there's a language barrier. Then the guy next to me is a Nets fan. And I'm like, I had more fun in 223 where literally everybody around me with these crazy Knicks fans, but these girls, they must have been their first game or something. This is the game opener. After the overtime, the girls were like, they were drunk, bro, and they were like super litty, and they're like, how many more overtimes until it's over? And I'm like, yo, they just wanted to go home.
Right.
I'm like, man, but that experience, honestly, like, I don't know what's better, the leg room or being amongst, like, the throngs of the fans. Like,
well, what about the guy? You should have done like a little investigative report on this dude next to you.
I should have got a selfie with him or something. I should have.
Yeah.
He was older though. He was like a boomer,
So he was just someone that enjoyed city basketball.
I guess.
You think he just,
it's not like he grew up.
Do I enjoy those people? No.
Oh, come on. It's not like he grew up with the Nets in Brooklyn, that's new. So it's like
respect. But respect.
What? I don't got no respect. Like, who goes to a Barclay Arena?
Hey, be yourself.
Right
be yourself. No respect. You don't want to respect that, man.
I don't, bro.
And I learned the be yourself thing from you guys. I was sitting up straight before. You guys like, snap out of it, Bri. Come on. Here I am.
Just relax. So, okay, what do you think? Julius Randle comes back, feeling good, looking
Randle?
Good, 40-point game, yeah. You think
Randle?
so?
Man. Randle.
How do you feel? He's controversial. I knew asking that is, opening a can. So
I mean, like I said, I don't want to, like, we talked about it. I want to keep people. It sounds like I want to keep
Fournier, even Walker. Sure. Well, I mean, I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
I'll keep them too. Listen, I'm not going to pressure you into saying anything.
You know what? Blow it up.
No,
blow it up. I'm not going to beat myself.
That's what Vinny. That's what Vinny says. That's what Vinny says. Yeah.
I don't want to blow it up.
But, blow it up.
See, there you
blow it up.
That's what Vinny says. He wants to make trades. He wants to make.
No. I changed my point of view just so you guys know.
New year, you.
Yeah.
Wait.
New year, new me.
Okay.
Listen, hear me out.
Okay.
Don't move anybody.
Okay.
This is what I'm thinking. Even if we make a trade for Damian Lillard, right?
Yeah. Right.
Let's say, which is not going to happen.
I don't want to, but
which is not going to happen, right?
Okay,
but let's say we did, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to make us win a championship, and let's say we get 2-3 good years out of Damian Lillard in that situation. We're still not winning, right? Don't do a damn thing. Let these young kids develop. Let these veterans play out their contracts and just chill out. Everyone chill. Chill the F out. I stopped cursing. Shout out CP.
What?
Nah, bro. Like,
stop cursing?
No, on air. I got yelled at. So I was on Knicks Fan TV yesterday, and I said the word shit, and he was like, "Whoa, family friendly."
You're gonna lose their sponsors, man.
Yeah, well, good thing our sponsors don't give a fucking shit about what we say. Just don't be just no politics. No politics.
It's basketball. It's basketball.
It's fucking crazy. I had a tax company, and then I had a CPA, and then I had another insurance company. I had an insurance company, and I could say whatever the fuck I wanted. Yeah. And I also had a real estate agent. Fuck. He sells houses.
Ryan, you're one of my favorite people on the internet because you are just as raunchy as us. Maybe not Burt. Burt's a super sweetheart.
No, I try.
He's one of my favorite people on earth, Burt. He's such a sweet boy. I love you. Burt.
Thank you. It's just like
I love you, Burt. But everybody else, they're pieces of shit like us, and I love them.
So listen, those pieces of shit want to trade Randle. All right.
All right. And they. All right, but for real, we're all every Knick fan on Twitter is a piece of shit.
No.
Just like me.
New York sports fans.
Just like you. New York sports fans are pieces of shit, and we all know it.
Okay, listen. Let me clarify. So
any New York sports fans who denies they're a piece of shit is not a real New York sports fan.
That's probably true. Honestly, like, for as nice as I am, like, when it comes right down to it, I'm an asshole. Like, when it comes to other teams, like, I don't want to. Am I talking to a Celtics fan right now? Like, no. Am I ever going to invite a Celtics fan onto my podcast if I can help it? No. Why
we're getting for that. Just because you said that, I think the next fan might be a Celtics fan. Just for you.
Bring them on. Yeah, I don't respect the parquet floor. I'm sorry.
I work with kids on the side too. I do it all. And well, no, you
Are they
mentioned
Celtics fans?
there's dude. So one kid's a
Just
Celtics fan.
Fuck them
One kid's
kids. Fuck them little kids, Celtic fans.
Bro, one kid's a Celtics fan, right? One
Wait,
kid
hold
has been
on.
a Celtics
Bird
fan.
just cursed.
Yeah, bro, fuck them
Holy
little kids.
crap.
Wow. You know what? All right, so you guys might hate me for this.
Give him a Knicks fan. Give him a
You
Knicks
guys
fan.
might hate me for this. And some might say, "Oh, boo." I might just be saying this because I'm, I've had a couple tonight and I'm chilling on this Monday.
Yeah, we're good.
But
Me too, baby. Me too.
I out of all like the New York Boston rivalries, the Celtics don't bother me too much. I like just because I'm Irish.
Because you're a Yankees fan, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's why. So there you go. That's why you hate the Red Sox more than the Celtics.
Yeah.
If I cared about baseball, I would do the same thing.
And then the Giants beat the Pats twice in the Super Bowl. So,
I forgot they have a football team. They don't. That's not a Boston team.
Hey, go Birds. So do the Birds. Go Birds.
Then, good idea muting yourself.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just. Oh man. But no, back to these kids, right? One kid's like the ringleader, right? Before Christmas break, he was wearing his Celtic stuff.
Okay.
Santa brought 8 kids Celtics gear on the first day back today. Santa brought 8 kids Celtics gear. I wore Celtics gear today, man.
Tatum.
I wear my Knicks stuff, and they just
they let you have it. Why,
dude? They're punks.
That's because they're Celtics fans. They can't.
Brian,
this is in New York.
I got a question for you, Brian. Drunkest you've ever been at any sports event?
Oh man.
And the story of that event.
Oh no.
Can I start?
I have a terrible one.
Let's go drunk for drunk. Let's go Bri first.
This was definitely my 21st birthday. Yankees Red Sox.
Oh.
I'm chirping Benintendi and his sister. People are videotaping me. It was bad. I met some guy in front of me who looked like DJ Khaled and was definitely like a swinger or was cheating on his wife with some other girl, but like he was DJ Khaled to the T. There's a video that like blew up of me, like I shotgunned, right? Shotgunned 16 Bud Light Lime, slammed it on the ground. People are picking me up. Rudy. And we showed up the bleacher creatures. We were in left field and we absolutely blew them out of the water that day on my 21st birthday. Dude, I was getting like people were buying me free drinks. I was being carried across the freaking crowd
surfing and stuff.
Yeah, dude, it
all
was
right.
until security was like,
wow,
yeah. But I mean, I got snaps from like people were adding me on Snapchat that were like my friends of friends that were I don't even know. They were like, "Yo, is this your buddy?" Sending me the videos or sharing the videos.
Right.
A bunch of people are like, "Dude, is this you? Is this you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
What year?
I'm fucked up. It's my 21st birthday.
Yeah, what year?
I'm 25, so you gotta do the math for me right now.
Okay, only 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Wild.
But
did they win? Did the Yankees win?
No, Yankees
do
lost.
You remember?
And then we missed. Yeah, Yankee. Well, I don't really remember. But
Brian, it sounds like every time you go to a game, they lose. What's going on?
Dude, Knicks won in overtime when I went.
Yeah, he said they won.
Actually, if we're talking baseball right now, the first 3. This was funny. The first 3 Yankee games I went to ever in my life, all like different years. Like I was like 6, 8, and then 10 or 12. All those games, the Yankees led off the game with leadoff home runs, all different hitters. Johnny Damon, Alfonso Soriano, Johnny Damon, and this was the best one. My cousin's husband, we're going to the game. Derek Jeter's leading off, and I was telling him how my first 2 games, the Yankees hit leadoff home runs, and he goes, Jeter's leading off. There's no way, right? Playing the Astros, Wandy Rodriguez, right down the pipe. Jeter hits it. Mike looks at me like his eyes got bigger than his head. Like, holy shit. So Yankees start off 8-0, and then they've lost like 8 in a row. Now we're even after like 25 Yankee games or 26 Yankee games. So
Brian,
it's brutal.
Brian, I got a question for you.
What's up?
If you were gonna fist fight any athlete and win, who would it be?
And win? Jake Paul.
You know, fist fight him. He's got training though.
I couldn't. Oh, but
He's got
like actually have a chance to win.
No, like you'd win. You'd win for sure. You'd win.
No doubt.
It would be Jake Paul. That man's undefeated right now. It would be great to ruin his career or whatever he has going.
I don't know why I'm thinking probably Simone Biles for me, but I think she'd probably kick my ass anyway.
What? Why were you?
That's the only athlete I could probably beat. Like I'm
Wow.
thinking about it. I'm like, but
Holy
she'd probably kick my ass though. She'd probably do some front flip and like land on my and do some like karate and like break my neck in like one motion.
Vin, who would it be for you?
He's not fighting anyone.
Probably Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne. He's not an athlete though, is he? Does he count? Has he?
Dude, he was
First off,
WWE.
he's a multiple WWE world champion. He absolutely counts. So
Actually,
I guess does that
Fun-
count?
fun fact. Do you remember Stone Cold? Right.
Do I remember?
Remember when he does
he's kicking? I'll tell you what, he's kicking my ass.
Remember when he does the beer? Sprayed people with the beer.
How
That
could,
one clip
anybody,
of
how
him?
could anybody forget?
Dude, that was in Albany, and they brought out Di Crescente, which is distributor around here, and they literally like brought out the whole truck. That was in Albany, that Stone Cold guy. And yeah, so I would fuck up Stone Cold.
All
is
right,
what
can
I
I
would
tell
do.
you guys something that's going to blow your mind that's totally off topic from sports?
It's not gonna blow my mind.
All right, so the Indian guy that drops a tear, you know that iconic photo?
What? The what?
The iconic photo of the Indian guy dropping a tear.
Dropping a tear.
Everybody knows it. Well, that guy ended up being Italian.
I don't. What?
A
What?
tear is this like Fortnite or something?
Yeah,
or,
what is he
or Warzone? I don't know.
No, like a tear dropped out of his eye, not like a tear of levels.
Oh, dropping.
Are you talking
a
Amari
tear.
Stoudemire?
He's talking about dropping a tear like on his face, like.
Yeah, where's the mind of this generation? You guys like, yeah, he dropped a tear down and fucking
I'm
ranked.
thinking like a
I'm
tier,
thinking he
like a
dropped a
level,
tier.
like
Generate.
S tier, A tier.
We're all like the same age. You guys are thinking of fucking goddamn
No,
Fortnite.
We're a bit older. Brian's a bit younger than us.
How old are you?
Well, I'm almost
geezers?
30. He's
Yeah,
I think
dude.
Vincent, I
Dude,
think
I'm
Vin-
25. You act like
Yeah.
you're 4. I was
I'm
thinking
about,
you're like.
They do him. And
I'm
Joe do
almost.
this
I'm
all the
almost
time.
30. What are you? 28?
Yeah. I'm
29?
29. I'll be
I'm
30 in a couple months.
I'm 100.
Vin and Joe do this all the time. When they
Vin, how old are
confuse-
you? You're not even showing your face. You got to be old.
I'm 30.
Exactly.
I'm a
He's
young
on-
30. Young 30.
He smokes cigarettes, so it's an old 30.
No cigarettes. No.
It's an old 30.
Dude, why would you call him out like that?
He doesn't smoke cigarette. I'm just kidding.
You look like you
All right,
smoke-
listen. Okay, so no, I don't smoke cigarettes.
No,
So-
I know. I'm
So tell me, so my most drunk sporting event, and this was like a bad situation too. Like I was with an ex-girlfriend, and if this ever goes anywhere, I hope she sees it. I was with an ex-girlfriend, right? And this is my first year out of high school. I was living in the city and struggling, complete struggle bus, like first year in college, just making bad decisions, whatever. And I don't even remember the game. First of all, I don't remember who we played. No idea. But I had like 3-4 beers before I even went to the arena. And then you get the big, 16-ounce commemorative MSG cup or whatever. This is in 2011, right? And I'm there like wasted off my ass. And the Knicks are getting destroyed. They're just getting destroyed because it's 2011, so they're not very good. And all these like families start walking out like with their kids, like ushering. I'm like, oh, let's go, little Johnny, little Susie, whatever. And I'm like drunk with my beer, just like, you're not real fans. Where do you think you're going? Just like getting like, very annoyed with the people ushering, even though they're like losing by 30. And yeah, but I don't remember who we played. I know they lost, but I don't remember the score. And
So you're being yourself right now, Burt. I like that.
I'm trying.
You're
to
being
live.
yourself. You're being yourself, and I enjoy that. But knock on wood, I'm gonna tell you one
Yeah.
thing.
What?
With going to Knicks games, it is my best record in sports.
Okay, what's your record? Like, what do you got? Like a 5-4?
Nah, I got my first game was the Pistons, we won.
Uh-huh.
Second game was the Jazz, we won. Third game was the Grizzlies. We got hammered when we were like We were like, I don't know, 16. We went down, took a bus trip, matinee game, and we met Lee Westwood. And Celebrity Row. Celebrity Row, he's a golfer. We missed Aerosmith, or not Aerosmith. Who was it? Red Hot Chili Peppers or someone, one of those bands.
It would have been way cooler if it was Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah. No, dude, it was the Beastie Boys. Excuse me. It was the Beastie Boys.
Also,
are they dead?
Yeah. Trash.
One of them passed away.
All
right. Now I made this like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire question. I don't even know. But yeah, I met Lee Westwood that game. That was cool. They lost though, so 2-1. Then I saw the fuck. I'm losing it now.
I have a
I saw the Pelicans. I saw the OT.
Yeah, they won by 10, right?
3-1.
Okay.
I saw the Wizards down in DC 4-1. I saw them twice. Knicks are 5-1 when I go.
That's nice.
Wait, I got a question. I got to know.
5-2. 5-2 because they lost to the Mavs.
Listen, we got to know about the ass and tits. The question.
Chevy Chase.
We need to know.
What?
We need detail about that whole experience.
That was cool. So
if you don't know, Burt, my man Bri asked Chevy Chase if he liked ass or tits.
I see Chevy around. He doesn't like to be bothered though.
I want to know the story. I want to know the ass and tits story.
All right, ass and tits story with Chevy Chase, written by Back9Bri and 2 Buttons D. That was flipping a book open. I was trying to.
I see you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. So I had this idea back in like November when I saw an ad for Chevy Chase performing at the Palace. It was Q&A. You watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which, excuse me, I've never seen before.
Wait, so you went to a film screening Q&A and asked him this? This is hilarious. What the fuck?
Yeah, so it was a screen Q&A. No idea what shape Chevy Chase was in. Just when I told people, like, oh, I heard he's an asshole. I heard he's a dick.
Oh, yeah, in the industry, sure. But he doesn't like to be bothered by fans, but sure.
But, anyways, I said it to my guy Jack at 2 Buttons Deep, like who I said I've been doing some work with, and Jack said to me, he goes, if you're down, we'll get some tickets for you. He goes, I'll send you with one of our producers, and I'm like, all right. So my buddy Jonah came along with me, and we get there, or it's the day of the show, and we didn't get the tickets yet. And he ends up buying the tickets. He goes, I ended up pulling trig, buying the tickets for you guys. Ass or tits is a question. And meanwhile, this question came from me just texting him, like, because I had no idea. Like, honestly, I saw Chevy Chase was coming. I go, I know he's a legend. Like, I want to just ask him some ridiculous question. And I knew he was kind of a pervert. So that's like the one thing I knew about him. So I said, hey, Jack, could I ask him Chevy ass or tits? And he's like, that's a question. So that's how it came about. That was a question. We sit through the screening. Honestly, great movie. I rate things on a scale of 9. That's like an 8.5 out of 9. That's a good Christmas film.
Vacation. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good film. It was funny.
Who is the cousin? Cousin Eddie. That's it.
Cousin Eddie. Oh, he's great. He's great. So there were just so many good lines. Just like it was just classic comedy. I was sitting there laughing, and so we had the meet and greet passes. Get there, right? Chevy Chase sitting in a wheelchair. He was in rough shape. Obviously, like, honestly, he was in tough shape. Sitting there.
He was in a wheelchair?
Yeah. So apparently he drank like a lot and like apparently messed up his heart or something. And yeah, he's been in a wheelchair for a few years.
Really? Dang.
So anyway, yeah, he was in rough shape.
Ooh.
But anyways, I got up there. I asked Chevy Chase ass or tits, and he couldn't hear me for a little bit. And finally I pulled down my mask. I'm like going up to it, like pulling up, like we're walking up, and it's like no photography, no video. Yeah. And like, I don't know if they knew the media company, but my buddy's literally sitting there with the phone. I'm asking the question and no one's doing anything. It's like a small closeted in room. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, I got to pull trig. We just spent $200-$300 on tickets. Yeah, I got to ask this question, whether he answers or not. So I asked him like 4 or 5 times, and he said, ass or he goes, what do you say after kids? Like you couldn't hear me. And then all of a sudden said after kids. And then I go, what do you prefer, ass or tits? And then he goes, ass or tits, get out of here. And like throws me away. I'm like, all right. So end up being a pretty good video, but there was a big age gap. So like the video did pretty well, but like so many people are like, what a clown show. Look at this goon asking this legend a question. Meanwhile, they have feminist in their bio saying this guy's a legend. If you know anything about Chevy Chase,
I think it's a fair question.
Ass or tits, right? It was so I got the chance to meet a legend, ask him a question, got a picture with him, and we had a video that, you know, did pretty well, but was unfortunately got some hate. But I'll take, you know, I'll take 100,000 views and X amount of likes.
Well, you're always gonna get, no matter what you do. I mean, you're always gonna get someone
over some hate comments, right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that just So I met Chevy Chase. That was it, Vin. Yeah. Yo, if you want to know something about me, Vin, especially when I started drinking, I'm a bad storyteller. I'm a bad storyteller.
That's okay. No, it's a good story though. It's
I met Chevy Chase. It was cool. Yeah.
One time I met Chevy. I met Chevy like 4 different times actually. But
really,
I never asked him after his hits.
Dude,
though.
You must be like the most interesting man in the world if you met him. 4 times.
So I used to. It's like really bizarre. So I used to work at a hardware store, right? And it's in like kind of an affluent area. So his wife would come in all the time, and his wife's a sweetheart. If you ever meet his wife,
she's great.
She was great. She's an absolute sweetheart. But
so you live by his home in?
Yeah, I'm down. So I used to, right? So
I'm not going to expose where you live.
He used to eat at this pizza place where I used to eat at. So one time we ate pizza together. And it was super uneventful. I didn't ask him anything. We just enjoyed our pizza. But I know he doesn't, you know, like, I know. So I met him in LA too, right? So I used to live in LA and I met him in LA. Sure. But he was filming a movie and whatever. So it was a little different. But I know he don't like being bothered. So I was just kind of enjoying the moment of like I know who this guy is and we're just like, you know, regular people. So that's kind of cool for me. Looking back though, I wish I asked him ass or tits. Like,
why not?
I wish I had that forethought. But no, I really wish he gave you a genuine answer. I think it would have been more funny.
Yeah,
because let's be honest, everybody has a preference. You know?
That's the thing, and you know, a lot of fans of like big fans of him, like used to watch his SNL skits and stuff. Like reached out on the account and they were like, oh, this used to be an old gimmick he used to do with stuttering John on the streets or whatever. And yeah, like, I don't know, I was nervous. I'm talking to a celebrity and like this is what he used to do. He used to act like he couldn't hear them.
Oh, so like, that's what I was kind of thinking. He was messing with you.
I thought he was messing with me also because he could hear questions from the crowd. Like there were hecklers. This was the worst. We sat next to the most 2 annoying hecklers, like the ones that were shouting out during the Q&A when he already had like questions like given to him.
I hate that.
And these dudes are just like this, like husband and wife are, we love you, Chevy. Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, like, hey, dude, do the scene when you do that. Do the scene when you do.
I hate people like that.
And everyone's just like, dude, shut the up. Like my buddy, like right before he sat down, he goes, can I sit there? And you sit there. I go, yeah. And he's sitting there like biting his lip, just like, oh my God. He goes, I'm gonna
listen, just like, I can't. I'm gonna bring this full circle right now because I cannot stand that type of person in the audience. So it is small Nick energy when you go in to a place and you shout things like that. If it's a Q&A, you have the opportunity. You will be able to say what you want to say. So I noticed
you have a goddamn. They had a meet and greet.
So
they had a meet and greet.
They could have said whatever they wanted to say. Yeah. They didn't have to disrupt the atmosphere. Yeah. But last time I was at MSG, there was like, man, I get there early. You know, like I'm the first one at the door. Like I'm trying to get there, set with a glass of water, like early, so I can just watch everything and just, you know, be in the anticipation and be in that moment. And the last time I went, I noticed it. The last 2 times I went actually. So this was, you know, this season, and these kids, like, so I noticed like early on, like only a few players will be out there when fans are shuffling in. A lot of them will come out only for the last like 20 minutes or so shoot around. And this last time I was there, like the first game of the season, Randall was out there like 45 minutes early, out there putting up shots in his zone, right? And early on, these little kids came down and it was section, I think 108 was over there. So it would have been like, man, I don't even know, like one of those corner sections, or like I think I want to say 103 or something, right near the shoot around. And they go right down next to the court. They're still on the stands or whatever, but they're like right next to it, shouting incessantly, Randall, 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 Randall. Bro, I'm going crazy right now. So when you said that, I couldn't, I'm dying to think about these kids. Randall. So then the next time, so I was there on that opening night, and then that following Sunday, they went down to Orlando, came back. And this time he came out with the Beats headphones on. He's like, I'm not listening to this shit. Why are these little kids like out here yelling my name? Like, bro, I'm trying to go to work right now. Like, Rand, and they're just like, and then the mom would go in like, Randall, we love you. I'm like,
Mom.
The first night, bro, I screamed like, and I felt there's nobody next to me. I was just like, I started screaming, Randall, Randall, Randall. And they stopped a second. And I'm like, I know you heard me. I know you heard me. And they stopped. And then they started doing it again. I'm like, bro, let the guy work. And then after that, the next game I went to, he came out only 20 minutes. And then of course had a terrible game. And I'm like, you see this, you don't think. No Patan Day, I'm telling you, they don't think. They don't think. It's like they just want to say whatever and just, it's my time to shine. It's my time. That's why when I get on here, it's like I'll talk about trades, I'll talk about whatever, but I'm not going to tell somebody, they're not performing their job. No. They're not worth the money. It's like you didn't sign that contract. Motherfucker, you didn't sign the contract. Get out.
I don't care how old you are. Get out of here.
Yeah, bro. I'm not a coach. I'm just a random guy. I just make observations. We can talk about what we wish is going to happen, what we want is going to happen, but it's like, I'm not so important. I'm going to go out there, Randall, like, shut the fuck up. My God. When you said that, Cherry, we love you, bro. That's why everybody's like, oh, he's an asshole. No, he's not. Decades of dealing with that. Decades.
Cherry, that's probably why he drank so much. Bro, and that's why he was in the wheelchair. I'm telling you.
You see that BoJack Horseman? It's too real, man. It's too real. Listen, but hey, Randall, we love you. We want to keep you. Hey, we want you to do better in a Knicks uniform, right? That's why he got it on the flag,
Shut up and let the man work.
That's what we're saying. That's all we're saying. That's big Knick energy, baby. That's big Knick energy. Let the man work.
Little John Lennon.
Hey.
Let it be. Or is that the Beatles? Right. Is that the full Beatles? Let it be.
That's the full
Let
Beatles.
It be.
That's the full
let
Beatles.
Let it be.
All right, Brian, man. That's the Back9. It's the Back9 show on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
I'm Brian over here, big Knicks fan up in Bethlehem. Bethlehem.
Holy shit. Bethlehem.
Oh, man.
Little town of Bethlehem where Jesus was born. Christmas was after me, baby.
That's it.
Christmas was named after me.
We love it.
I'm just kidding. It wasn't.
That's big Knick energy, baby. All right. Thank you, Vin.
Yo, Burt, thank you so much. Big Knick energy, baby. Let's go. I'll see you boys hopefully March 22nd.
March 22nd, if not earlier.
That's right. Let's play a game, fellas. Let's go.
We gotta do something. Let's get out there. Break this COVID quarantine. No more COVID quarantine. Hey.
All right. Thanks, brother.
All right, buddy.